Hi there, Manic Smith here, $500 trillion man, high performance coach, and 5D manifestor. Okay, so we got the ready, steady, action, $500 trillion model. So I spoke about this before in some of the videos. By connecting one source, that's the total supply of money in the world. It's all possible to demonetize it because the technology is available, so it can be all done exponentially quick. By connecting all the people, 7.7, to all the projects in the world, to all the finance in the world, you effectively have a top bit here with the 20% profit. So this is mighty powerful. So there's only three things in it, right? People, projects, finance. Okay. So let's say projects. What sort of projects you can have? Well, any project you can connect unlimited amount of people to a technology platform, meaning you can create or produce something on this technology platform. The smartest, brightest people in the world can create it, and all the creators come in on top of that and put in their products and services, and they then sell them to people who buy them. So there's only a couple of things in this manifestation process. Is to what we're always looking to do is to speed up the manifestation. So when you have a thought and that thought becomes a thing, effectively it's a timeline. It takes time to manifest something. But when you create one technology platform and link everybody on the network, the creative geniuses, all connected and collaborative together, can produce that project in super quick time. So let me tell you, how does that work in terms of these projects here? Let's take the biggest project in the world, Masterplan, as we all got to live somewhere, right? We've got to, and that's effectively what you see in the world. You see cities and villages and towns and infrastructure and schools and hospitals and so on, and roads and so on and so forth. Even starting to create master plans in space at the moment. They're trying to occupy space. So in order to do that, you got to build facilities. So anything physical there, anything physical. I'll go into the metaverse because the metaverse exists here out of this single digital wallet for master plans as well, which is effectively a mirror of what we have on the ground. And because you're connecting in all the various blockchains of creativity and the production of goods and services, and you're automating the whole process so you can buy and sell in real time. This means then that these visions can happen. The vision of these cities I spoke about in 2050 can happen by 2030. Anything you see on Sky-Fi, because you're putting in the collective creative energy of people. Right. So the master plan. Let me flip. So the master plan, given my property development background, which is all part of the journey, the quickest way to buy or to assemble property, and the cheapest way to do it is options. So options. I'll take this case in terms of Ireland here. Let's say you take Ireland, right? So who owns most of the land? Well, the farmers do. So you go to the farmers' organisation and you take an option on the whole of Ireland, or as much as land as you can possibly get. Now, don't forget the link to this master plan in Ireland is connected to the 500 trillion model. So it can be replicated anywhere in the world. So you go to the farmers, you organise the process, or you organise the options with the farmers. Now you've acquired the land. And essentially what we're doing is, or what I'm doing and talking about, is blockchain and all the creativity block process. So you blockchain all the developers in Ireland, you connect them all together to a single line project. Maybe divide the country into four, Ulster, Munster, Leinster, Connacht, so you have four developments in it. Each of the developers, lead developers and all developers share a percentage of the profit, which I've shown is the 20% profit. You blockchain everything in terms of the process. So you automate the planning application. So if you automate a planning application, meaning that you get a result back like that, that speeds that up. the house building can all be speeded up, because once you realize the technology networks and all the technology networks are connected to all the people. Now this is going down the road a bit, but the robots can be programmed to program the other robots, that program the 3D machines, that program the outputs of the 3D, and other robots come in and assemble all the various components to build their cities. This isn't too futuristic. You got to bear in mind, robots have been building cars for the last 20 years, maybe 30 years. This is an acceleration because the technology network can be created globally, and the brains of the technology network can connect to that, and they're all on LinkedIn, so it's very easy to do it. So it's if you look at the model, I'm only giving it to you in a linear way. There's other benefits to it. I need to look into them. Certainly from a financial, there's a benefit for everybody, because the idea here is, as the more layers are put on top of this process, a bit like a smartphone, started out linear, just make and produce one phone, or make and produce a phone which had, you could make or receive phone calls, and that's about it. Now it's a smartphone, and there's millions and billions of information contained in those phones for free. They're practically giving away the phones for free. They're trying to get you on the networks. There's so many money making ways within the phone now that your phone is practically free. And this same philosophy, I think they call it Moore's laws, the same philosophy when things get going means that all your basics will be provided for free, your housing and education and all that and so forth. So you speed up the creation process and connect everything together with your development teams, in terms of your architects and your QSs, your engineers, and so on and so forth. Put in your application. The application comes back in real time. And then you automate the buying and selling processes. You've basically taken a timeline this long and shortened it right down to here to produce a master plan. And with the money, investors want to know, with the money flowing in, it flows in quicker now because people have more certainty, right? And it'll flow back quicker in terms of return, and higher return, particularly at the beginning. And if you think in case of Ireland, if you did that in Ireland, like I said, this is linked to a 500 trillion model. And if you link that, so if you think about it, Ireland has got a micro version of itself. The meta version is that it's European, and then on top of that, it's a world. It's a component within that. So 500 million people, or whatever, 600 million people in Europe could technically move here tomorrow. Let's say there was a disaster. Well, this is the model to do it. But even if there's no disaster, if you adopt this 500 trillion model, the technology makes it all connected and interconnected. So 500 million technically could move here tomorrow. Where's the jobs? Well, they're all online. They're all connected to the model. Money flows in. Your buildings are built in quantum speed time. People move in. You can create whatever eco-cities, sports cities that you desire. It's ridiculous, the power of this model. It's really the power of everybody coming together, creating stuff, and automating all the buying, selling processes. I always love this one. So this is quick. I'll end on this. So let's say ding dong, somebody rings the bell here, and the person's at the door, says, "I want to buy your house." What? Yeah, but I want to move in now. I'm going to make you an offer that you can't refuse. Let's say I give you 5 million. Okay, but you have to leave now. Now, because of NFTs and because of these ownership parts of this model, or ownership entitlements to NFTs, it's possible to trade an NFT for your house, because it's an ownership deed, as far as I can make out. So the person just boom, 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 boom on the phone transfers the 5 million. I get the 5 million. That's it. Close the door and I walk out. This is the power of these concepts, and this is ultimately where they're going. I'm not saying that it's quite there now, but it's heading that way. So yeah, this 500 trillion model, I'm looking for a co-creator. You've seen in other videos the power of this thing. It creates, let's say, 8 billion entrepreneurs, 100 trillion worth of fees, 100 trillion worth of free goods. It diverts mankind away from all the problems that we see now. Sixth mass, is it sixth or fifth? Mass extinction of the human race, all your climate problems, your wars, your disease, all that turns people into superhuman, X-Men type potential, and it has so many other benefits. So yeah, I'm looking for one co-creator to snowball this off. Oh, forgot about the returns. Everybody likes a good return. So in another video, I showed how it could be done. You could do up to 10x return. You put 100 million in, you get a billion back next year. For the early adopters, and because of the law of diffusion of innovation, they say 2.5% will be early adopters. They're the smart, clever people. And if you think about it, because I spoke about this before, about the 500 trillion going into the single wallet, so the people who put the money in first, there's going to be an avalanche of money coming in after that. And I'd feel more secure knowing the model. And that's why it's so important for the one global creator to come in, because they've got global presence, money, endorsements, and I have the model. And my name is Manic Smith, and I'm the $500 trillion man, a high performance coach, and 5D manifester. So thank you for that. Over and out.